The anticipated exciting weekend is here with us, and of course this is the Kenya Safari Rally that is back on the WRC calendar. Big Kenyan brands such as KCB Bank, Safaricom and Kabras have lined up to sponsor teams to the rally, with newer brands such as Quickmart, Betika and Naivas using the event to build their profiles. And this is quite significant because if you look at the cost of sponsoring a rally, even one vehicle is quite high, and that is what we'll be looking at here at Muller Inside. Of course, we are on location, and this is where the action will be first taking place. So it will begin here at Kasarani, and of course the rest of the action will be taking place in Naivasha. But first, let us take a look at how much it costs for you to race at the Safari Rally. There are two main cost areas in rallying: the team behind the wheel and the vehicle itself. The team behind the wheel consists of the driver and the navigator, and they need special driving gear, which consists of branded overalls, helmets and an intercom for their communication. The fuel gear costs about 400,000 shillings, and that is 200,000 shillings for the branded overalls and 200,000 shillings for the helmets and their intercom. The team in the car is supported by a service team which ensures their car is in the best condition to race. It consists mostly of mechanics, engineers whose accommodation and meals are taken care of and an allowance is paid. Naturally, the team will need accommodation and meals for the duration of the rally. For the 3-day safari rally, that comes to accommodation that cost about 115,000 shillings for the entire team. Food and beverages cost about 85,000 shillings. The other determinant of the rally, and of course even for the crew, after all costs have been taken care of, including accommodation and food and their safety, is the type of car that they'll be using. There are 4 main categories of rally cars: a 2-wheel drive, an entry-level 4-wheel drive, a mid-level 4-wheel drive and an R5. Naturally, the price of the vehicle depends on its age, mileage and condition, meaning the prices range from about 500,000 shillings for a 2-wheel Volkswagen Golf to 5 million shillings for the M Sport Ford Fiesta R1 to 26 million shillings for the Ford Fiesta R5. Now, for the rally itself, the team has to go through a recce to study the entire track and to see where the opportunities are, where they need to be careful, of course for them to have a clear picture of how the track looks like when the day comes for Safari Rally. And this costs money too. Some rally cars use AV gas, a type of aviation fuel, while others use FIA fuel. For the WRC Safari Rally, only non-priority drivers have been allowed to use AV gas, which will cost them about 165,000 shillings for the entire rally, recce and the other related events in between. For the FIA priority drivers, they are required to use the FIA fuel, which is being supplied by Total for the WRC Safari Rally at a cost of €5.60. That's about 721 shillings plus value-added tax per litre. As the cars finish each stage, they're taken in for complete service, and this means they will need new parts. The prices of these parts are determined by the make of the car. For Mitsubishi Lancer Evo X RAV4, for example, the entire range of spare parts comes to a total of 8 million shillings. With a grueling rally like the Safari Rally, the shock absorbers have to be replaced at one point. A set of Shein Group N dampers go for 1 million shillings for a set of 4. The other component of the cars, apart from the gas, is also the tires. All WRC cars are allowed a maximum of 24 tires, plus 4 spares, and all other cars 22 tires, plus 4 spares for the duration of the rally. Each set of tires cost about 52,000 shillings, with rims at 25,000 shillings each, and this means that for the 3 days of the rally, each car can use tires and rims costing up to 2.1 million shillings. Each car in the rally needs a service car, and for the 3-day rally, recce and related events, the cost of hiring, fueling and maintaining the service car comes to a combined cost of about 145,000 shillings. And as they race on the ground, there are eyes in helicopters above, spotting dangers, calling in help, evacuating the injured and taking photos and videos of the action below. Helicopters are expensive to keep in the air, and they need tracking equipment. All told, the cost of putting a team in the WRC Safari Rally is well mind-boggling. It can be as low as 5.3 million shillings for a basic entry-level vehicle or as high as possible, mainly depending on the machine you intend to use. And that's why you'll probably need a sponsor.